And welcome back. The Hunts Point Alliance for Children is a Bronx-based not-for-profit organization focused on building community, empowering parents, and ensuring all children have the resources, skills, and confidence to believe in their limitless potential. And joining us now, we're pleased to have the Executive Director for the Hunts Point Alliance for Children, Natasha Atkins. And Natasha, glad to have you with us. And also, happy anniversary. I understand now you're celebrating 15 years.
Yes, thank you, Darren. Good morning, and thank you for inviting me on this morning. Such a pleasure to speak with you this morning about the Hunts Point Alliance for Children and how we're celebrating 15 years. As the executive director, whenever I share our story, I like to talk about or describe the Hunts Point Alliance for Children, as we like to call ourselves, HPAC, as a small but mighty organization based in the South Bronx. And what we do is we bring hope and potential to our young people through our work with amazing staff like artists, social workers, community organizers, really bring enriching and inspiring programs to our young people through a cradle to college and career model. And so I'm so excited to be with the organization. This is my going into my first year anniversary. And it's such an exciting time to hit that landmark with HPAC as we are celebrating our 15th year.
And you've got some great partnerships working with community to really build and to help out those within. Talk to us a little bit about the work that you do with the community engagement and really helping families, I should say, and also, children get to that next level.
Sure. So as I mentioned, we are small. How I like to describe us is we're a small but mighty organization with a wonderful or amazing portfolio of programming from cradle to college and career. And so what that looks like for us is that we have excellent programming for our youngest learners or our earliest learners through parenting classes with a program called Family School Skills, and also a program called Literacy Through Science for grades K through 2. Which we operate out of one of our partner schools, PS 48. And in addition to those programs, we have HPAC Arts, which is an amazing portfolio of programming, including the Shakespeare Ensemble, the Dance Ensemble, the Storefront Ensemble, and Mighty Quills, a creative writing and poetry program. And in addition to that, as a social worker, one of the most beautiful things I love about being at HPAC is that we don't just look at intervention work through our educational programs for our young people. We have a program called the Family Project, which looks at the family and investing the family to ensure that we meet what I like to say their Maslowian needs. So if there's emergency support that's needed with housing or utilities, we're able to step in, or making referrals to agencies in the need for people that might need support with immigration services or employment services. And last but least, we have our community organizing work, where we are actively involved in organizing local community events, whether it's a back to school fair or a Thanksgiving event, and helping to mobilize community members around advocacy work to make sure the community is safe and healthy for our young people and their families.
Give me a little bit about this, because I know a lot of students are really making that transition from high school to college, and really college readiness is something that so many students think that they're ready, and I should say they know that they're ready, only to find out that there's some huge challenges and sometimes some hurdles unanticipated. So I know the work that you do there. Share with our viewers a little bit about the college readiness.
Sure. So with our college readiness work, we have 2 our staff members supporting that work. And what I really enjoy about that space is that, I like to boast about our work in terms of 100% of our participants graduate from high school, move on to college, and 100% graduate from college. And how we're doing, how we're meeting that success marker, is that we have a great and active staff and board that supports our young people with our programming. And we have excellent partnerships where we can bring in making sure our young people are going through mock interviews, resume prep, college essay writing and editing. And so it takes a village, to use a very common colloquial expression, and our village is very invested in the suite of college readiness programming that allows us to have, as I said, that amazing marker of 100% of our young people graduating from high school, from college, and moving into the world of work.
I know you also have what's called the Family Project. Can you tell us a little bit more about the project and the work that goes on with that?
Sure. So in addition to the executive director, I'm also a social worker, and that was the Family Project work is actually one of the pieces that that caused great excitement when coming to HVAC. And so the Family Project is essentially our way of, as I mentioned before, addressing those Maslowian needs for our families. And so we don't just look at the child as a unit of analysis in terms of our intervention work. We also are looking at the family. And so if that family needs support with case management referrals for immigration services, employment services, we're able to support. In addition to that, we are also able, we're reviving our mental health work and part of our celebration for our 15 years. And so the Family Project is able to do that by going deeper with our school partners, in particular PS48, to work more closely with their mental health teams to ensure the young people there are getting adequate mental health support. And so the Family Project is a blend of both case management work and mental health work to ensure that our families are able to be with their young people in a space where they don't have to worry about meeting their basic needs.
And Natasha, how can people tap in if they want to take advantage of some of your services?
Sure. So you can visit our website at www.huntspoint.org. And that is a great way to connect with us and learn more about the organization.
Well, it's certainly been great talking to you, and thank you for the work that goes on at the Hunts Point Alliance for Children. Natasha Atkins, who's the executive director there, thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much, Daren. Have a lovely day.
You too. And for those that may have missed it, in case you want to have more information about the Alliance, listen, all you have to do is reach them at the website, huntspoint.org, and then also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at HPAC 10474. We do have more open coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue right after this.